Greeks, and Hittites. Obfuscation. Theory assertion. The adoption of this Hittite practice of deification by the Greeks and Romans obfuscates the Hittite connection, as well as the connections with Edom, Idumea, the descendants of Esau. The theory that Hittite deification influenced Greek and Roman apotheosis, while obscuring a deeper connection to Edom, Idumea, and the descendants of Esau, relies on a synthesis of genealogical, religious, and historical associations found in biblical, rabbinic, and archaeological records. 1. The Hittite-Edomite genealogical connection. According to the Hebrew Bible, the connection between the Hittites and the descendants of Esau, Edomites, is family. Marriage to Hittites. Esau's first two wives, Adah and Basemath, were identified as Hittites, the daughters of Elon and Anna. Ethnic synthesis. These marriages established a biological and cultural link between the descendants of Heth, Hittites, and the early Edomites who settled in Mount Seir. The Hittite problem. Scholars differentiate between the Indo-European Hittites of Anatolia, the empire, and the biblical Hittites descendants of Heth, living in Canaan. While the empire-focused is deification rituals in Hattusa, the southern Hittites shared a localized cultural milieu with the Edomites. 2. Deification and the Roman-Edomite parallel. The perceived obfuscation of this connection often arises from later rabbinic and historical interpretations that equate Rome with Edom. Esau is Rome. In Jewish tradition, particularly following the Roman destruction of the temple, the Roman Empire was spiritually and typologically identified as Edom. Herodian influence. King Herod the Great, an Idumean, Edomite by descent, served as a Roman client king. His reign represents a concrete historical moment where Edomite leadership and Roman power merged. Apotheosis and sovereignty. If the Hittite motto at becoming a god was a precursor to Roman imperial deification, the identification of Rome as Edom suggests that these royal cults were seen by contemporaries as part of a single, continuous line of Esau-led world power. 3. Religious continuity and obfuscation. The adoption of these practices by the Greeks and Romans shifted the focus toward Western classical frameworks, potentially masking their Near Eastern origins. Anatolian transmission. As the Hittite Empire collapsed, its deification rituals were preserved in Neo-Hittite and Luwian states in Western Anatolia, which later interacted with Greek colonists. The shift to apotheosis. By the time these concepts reached Rome, they were framed as apotheosis, a Hellenized legal process, rather than the ancient Near Eastern ancestor cults practiced by the Hittites and their Edomite relatives. Genetic and cultural legacy. Modern research suggests that populations from Italy to the Levant carry genetic markers from the Hittites, supporting a literal as well as cultural migration of these traditions across the Mediterranean.